What's up, YouTube family and Browns fans everywhere? This is Cleveland Football, and I'm your host, Terrence Hudson. All right, I want to give a special edition episode of Cleveland Football by talking about some power rankings. Yes, or top five. Everybody got their top five. And we're what, week 4 of the season, so that's a quarter of a way through the regular season. So let's see who are our top 5 teams so far. And if you don't hear your team, that's all right. That's all right. We still have time. We still have time. If your team not on here now, you got time to get up there. And I know some of y'all, Dallas Cowboys fans, y'all won one game. Won a game last week. So you're not on here yet. I know y'all tend to get overzealous. You win a game and now y'all to the top, but not yet. And again with Pittsburgh fans too. So I don't want to hear from y'all either. But you got time. It looks like Le'Veon Bell is coming to the rescue. So you might be able to get him back, and I think he will make a difference. I do. I have to admit that. But top 5 teams so far. Looking at number 5, I'm gonna say the New England Patriots. Yes, and I was tossing around this number 5 pick because I had some other teams there, and I know they are a 2-loss team. You have some 1-loss teams who did not get on this list, who was right there. But I think I gave New England the edge because I think they're going to get it together. Offensively, defensively. Defensively, they tend to struggle early on. It's been happening the last few years, but their scoring defense tends to do very well. They tend to do very well in scoring defense. You might get a lot of yards on them, but they're holding you to 3 or you're not scoring. And then offensively, they get Julian Edelman back. I think he's a security blanket for Brady. It makes a difference. It opens things up. We saw what Josh Gordon was able to do last night. So I gave that number 5 nod to New England, but there are some teams that were right on the cusp, right on the outside. Had New Orleans. New Orleans is right there. They can score. They can score the football. They can score with anybody. They can easily be on there. So let's wait to see what happens between now and the next 4 weeks. At number 4, I had the Jags. That defense will keep them in every game. Offense, it's up and down. They had a wake-up call against the Titans, a few weeks ago. But I think offensively, when they have it rolling and they in a rhythm and Bortles is making plays, they are tough to beat, nearly impossible to beat because that defense is so strong. But let's see what happens over the course, of the season. But I had them at number 4. And just edging them out at number 3 is Baltimore. Yes, AFC North team. I know we have them this week. Cleveland, my Cleveland faithful, we're not there yet, but we are trending in the right direction. So we have Baltimore this week. I look at Baltimore as a complete team, offensively, defensive, special teams. They play together. They got good and sound coaching. They look like they're having fun together. And then experience-wise, the quarterback spot, Joe Flacco, that makes a difference. They throwing in some wrinkles. So let's see what we can do against them. But I had them at number 3. At number 2, and this in between 2 and 1, I was tossing that around too, and I might have changed it since last night. At number 2, I got the Chiefs. All right, we see what Patrick Mahomes is doing, and that offense, they are lighting it up. But the story, remains to be seen with them later on, and once we get into the playoffs and things get a little tighter, games get a little closer, teams figure you out, and teams is playing harder. So we'll see, when that time comes, what the Chiefs are able to do. But right now, who can stop them? Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt, Travis Kelce. Is almost unfair at the weapons that Mahomes has at his disposal. So let's see what they do. They defense do scare me. I don't know if they could stop anybody, but they played Denver tough last week on defense. That showed some improvement. But I just don't know in the grand scheme of things what that defense will be able to do. That's why I gave the edge to the Rams at the number one spot. Offensively, they can compete with the Chiefs as having an offense. I mean, the guys they have, man, Gurley, Woods, Crooks. I mean, they have some guys too on offense, and they can score the football too. But I think they have a little bit better defense than the Chiefs. They have a pass rush. We see, Donald. They have two corners. I don't know if they're healthy, but they got two corners out there. So that's why I gave the Rams the edge. So I figured, Chiefs have the edge on offense. Rams has the edge on defense, but the Chiefs' offense isn't that much better than the Rams' offense to give them the nod. So that's why I gave it to the Rams. So that's my top 5. And we'll check back midway through the season. These things could change, so we'll see what happens. And I'm interested in seeing your top 5. So drop something in the comment section, or let's argue. Let's see what happens. And if you like, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe.